Hi guys, this is Arrowsmith. I'm going to be bringing you another gameplay commentary today. I'm not just on my own today, I've got NL Funk with me.
Hi guys, I'm NL Funk.
He's going to be helping me out a bit here. We're going to be doing our first dual com. What we're going to be talking about this gameplay is something that we demonstrate quite well, which is what a six-man team can do. You'll see here we have got a full team of 6 playing in this game. You're going to see what you can do as a six-man team in comparison to just playing on your own, where you haven't got that communication and you haven't got those tactics and that bond with the other players, where you're pretty much just running around and relying on these people you can't talk to. And me personally, I'll get to Colin's opinions in a minute, but I'll just start it with me. Me personally, when I started this team, I'd been playing on my own for a long time, and then all of a sudden I have these 6 people to play with, and I can tell you right now, the wins were rolling in, because there were these randoms just playing on their own, just with 4 or 5 other people that they don't know. Whereas we can do this sort of thing. You can see it here. Connor's getting close to streaks, and he was in a bit of a bad spot, and immediately people started backing him up. And this is something that you can't do with randoms, and it helps so much getting these streaks. I mean, look at that kill feed there. We are, at this point, we're dominating. And let's not be mistaken here. We know on demolition it is just spawn killing, but this is just to show you what a 6-man team can do in comparison. As you can see already, we're already dominating these. You can see Connor getting close to his streaks. NL Funk, sorry. You can see him getting close to these streaks. And it is a lot of teamwork. So Connor, if you'd like to speak a bit about what you think about 6-man teams.
What I find about 6-man teams is it's always nice to have someone running support for you. If you understand me, when you play on your own, you'll always have that one noob who will sit in the back of spawn and will do nothing all game. He'll end the game, move for 30 or 240. And you'll be ending up having a hate message at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
Or you'll have deadly split screeners who just play in the same role game together and find it funny just to mess about.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It doesn't just it hurts you win-loss, it hurts your KD, and then it gets you frustrated, and it feels like you don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
So you just turn your Xbox off, that's it for the day. But then, when you're in a 6-man team, you know no one's going to rage quit. You've got a full team behind you.
Yeah.
You know more or less you've got the win in the bag, especially when you're picking up streaks like I got my VSAT and my Escort Trumpy. I will choke it,
yeah.
You can see what I like.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what I think about a 6-man team.
Yeah, it is almost, I don't know if you agree here, but it is almost like playing a completely different game. Like Call of Duty just feels like completely different like when you're playing on your own and you're just getting absolutely smashed. I mean, if you've ever been on your own and you've come across against a 6-man team, it really does just knock the wind out your sails. Like you say, you literally just don't want to play anymore. You can already see that we literally control the flow of games. Like, if you look, we have these guys exactly where we want them. A went off there because we wanted more time. People might say, "Oh, you're lying. You just left it. You couldn't get it. They held you back." When that's not the case at all. If you watch this gameplay, we literally decide what happens. We literally manipulate the other team into doing exactly what we want. We wanted more time for people to get these kills, to get these streaks in. Connor had the VSAT and he had the escort drone, but he didn't call them in until the bomb had gone off. Whereas if you're just on your own, there is no way you can do it, because you're going to have people just planting these bombs and just running through the enemy spawns and just completely ruining it for you. Whereas when you've got these 6-man teams, you control the entire flow of the game. You can even set up what guns people are going to use. Like, let's say 2 people run a sniper and a few other people run assault rifles, and you can, like I say, you can literally manipulate it. And that's something I personally have found extremely useful, just manipulating the game to get these streaks. I know what you think about that, Connor.
It's more or less controlling the enemy team. You will boss them about, you will tell them, you are more or less giving them the chance to plant.
Yeah.
Which is in your favour, but they can't see that for some reason. And they're getting killed. You'll notice the enemy team will start to get reckless, and they make decisions which you wouldn't normally make unless you are getting, well, ruined. And start to run out of places in the open, and they just won't care because this goes that bad. They'll just run out, plant the bomb, and think, yes, we're in here again. Which will make them stay a bit longer for more streaks.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, the real scenario.
Yeah, we had these guys. I'm not sure if they're actually in this match or not. But we had these 3 guys who in the first game they dropped like 70 deaths and like 3 kills, and they stayed for like 3 games because they kept planting these bombs, and it was almost, it looked like they was standing a little bit of a chance, when in reality we was just completely manipulating the game, like you've just said, and they stayed because they thought they had this bit of like a chance, when like you said, we're letting them plant the bombs to get more time.
And a good thing about the team as well is that like right now I'm defusing the bomb. Because you've got a full team, you can tell your team, I need the points, I'm close to streaks, let me defuse that bomb.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
so much easier just to get points.
Yeah, like, okay, when this round starts, if someone's close, if someone needs the plant, we'll say, okay guys, who needs it? I do. Okay, you go plant the bomb, and everyone else on the team will watch over them. So for anyone out there who hasn't like got what we've got, and you see us playing these games, and you're like, oh man, I really want that. I definitely recommend trying to start up your own team. Maybe trying to get some friends to play with you. It's really, you don't always need the greatest Call of Duty players to dominate a game like this. What you need is that communication. You need the chemistry. And you need to have, obviously you need a little bit of skill and you need a little bit of understanding to know what's going on. But as long as you guys are communicating, then that is literally, that will be 90% of what you need. Like, look, we've got him up here now. He's close to his streaks. We've got him on the spawn. No one's pushing it too far. We've constantly got these other streaks coming in, backing him up. And he can just pick up all the kills he wants. I mean, on here, I think this is one of the parts where you really do start to pick up, and it really does get.
I find that I started pushing a lot for you, which really, if you are trying to do this, don't push as much as I do, because most of the time you will choke your streaks, because people will just have a shotgun in your face, and that'll be the end of it for you, and it does put you off.
Yeah,
but again,
you can be one of the best players in the world, but when you get an overrun like that, there's not much you can do, really.
Yeah.
But, go on.
I find that if you are going to start a team, don't start it with your friends from school, because you will get your hate for people, and you will fall out as friends.
Yeah.
Because you know them so well in real life, you know them so long, you know how to push their buttons, and you know people will start getting their hate off of you, and you will lose friends over it.
Yeah, definitely. We've come across quite a few teams where they've challenged us, and the team has actually just been. I don't want to sound big-headed and I don't want to sound nasty, but the team has been really. I'm not going to use any harsh words, but they've been really bad, and we've dominated them in hardpoint games, like 250 to less than 10 points, purely because they're friends from school, and you can't just turn around to your friend from school and say, "Sorry, man, you're holding us back. You're off the team." You can't do that because, like you say, there will be these arguments, and that's not what you want. You're much better off finding the players online who you get along with. Like me and you, I didn't know you before. I didn't know you that well.
I met Arrowsmith in a random game. I choked my other swarm player then.
Yeah.
I pushed the spawns too hard, as you noticed. I met Arrowsmith in a random league play game, where I was with my one friend, and we were in a 2, and we ended up winning the game system straight on Meltdown, and we picked Arrowsmith up, and it just started from there.
Yeah, and we work really well together in games, as you can tell. Obviously, with the 6-man right now, these guys are getting absolutely dominated. There's already the one swarm, and I think quite a few people picked up some high-end streaks this game. But like we say, it's that chemistry just from the people you meet online. That's one of the great things about online gaming in general, I think. I mean, I've had friends on Xbox Live. Someone else who's in the team now, actually, Papa Dan. I must have known him since Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I've known that guy for years, and we've met on Xbox Live. So it's those sort of people you want to bring into a team. Don't, like he says, whatever you do, don't bring in all your friends from school, because I think we've all had those teams. I think everyone has been in a team from school, and it falls apart in like a week or two. So, like we say, if you're looking to start a team, definitely get some players off online who you get along with. As you can see, there's even more streaks coming in now. The second escort drone, that's the second, you've had plenty of those this game, they're not the second at all, but you're working towards that second swarm. Look, we've just got them on. Yep, there's the second swarm. There's the little celebratory jump. A little victory leap. But as you can see, these guys, they're just there in that back corner, and there is nothing they can do, because if you look, we have people pretty much everywhere outside the spawn. We've got them down that left side, we're on that right-hand side, there's obviously the streaks coming in. What you can see is, every now and then when there are people that spawn out behind us, you can see it straight away on the VSAT. We always have those people that are there and ready to just turn around and pick them up. And that's, again, another thing with the 6-man teams that you don't have to worry about, which is a huge part of gameplay, and that's the spawns, because you can just control them and you can, again, just manipulate them. And then when it does go wrong, you can say, okay, there's someone behind us, turn around and get them, and that's exactly what will happen. Whereas in a 6-man, when you're on your own and there's randoms, you can say, there's someone behind us, can someone pick him up? And one of two things will happen. They will either ignore you, or they'll just start insulting you. And that's another thing with 6-man teams, is that you can just have a good time and you can just enjoy yourselves and just
and there's
get
one
on.
thing I want to say, like,
yeah,
I play competitively for noLimitationsEU. This gun, the MTAR, should be used competitively. It is such a consistent, low accuracy, high damage gun, and nobody uses it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's such a good gun.
Yeah, as you can see there, this is just another thing to point out real quick. We did lose that round. Again, we did do that on purpose, because if you know we won the first round, so we lose this one, we get that extra round now, just to pick up a few more kills, just to drag it out that little bit longer. So that, again, that's another thing. But like you're saying, back to the MTAR, I actually agree. I think the MTAR is a very good gun. I don't use it that much, purely because I find I am better with the M8. But the MTAR, it is a very good gun. I mean, like you say, the recoil, it doesn't bounce around too much. It does take people out very quick. I've seen you once or twice this game. I think we're going to see it. Oh, you don't actually get that kill there. Oh, wait. Really? You're nearly taking these people off of the head glitches at that range with an MTAR, and you are keeping them down, and it is a very good gun. Whereas, like, things like the Type 25, it's got that high fire rate, and it does do quite a bit of damage, but it just bounces around way too much.
Recoil is
the MTAR. Yeah, the MTAR is a very well balanced gun. Maybe not as much so as the AN94, but it, like I say, it's very like that. Look at this range there, 2 kills easy, and that's I've never seen that spot before, so I'm gonna have to utilize that.
That is the best spot you will ever do this. It's such a good spot off the ramp.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was there. As you can see, we've only got a few minutes left here, so we're just picking up a few scraps. I think we actually decide to end the round. I think, when do we plan to get to about 30 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is 30 seconds.
Something like that. Yeah, because we don't want to drag it on a bit too much. I mean, some of us start to pick up a few lazy deaths. Obviously, we've had the really big spree there, where everyone was just sort of really going off. Connor especially. I'm not sure. What do you finish on? Can you remember?
I think it was 75 to 6, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I'm looking at the leaderboards now. And
yeah, it was 75,
which is. Yeah, obviously that's something where if he was playing on his own with randoms, that's something that
this wouldn't
really
be able to get that.
No insults to you, but it's something that without the team, it's incredibly difficult to do.
You'll even notice Optic Gaming, Envious, they won't play on their own. They will have at least one team with them in league play or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they know it's impossible more or less to do.
Yeah. The majority of the time, Scumpy is just the GOAT, so he'll go off and he'll just drop 100 bombs. It doesn't even matter. But anyway, as you can see, guys, this is starting to come to the end of the video now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Connor, if you'd like to say goodbye.
Thank you for watching another video from noLimitationsEU. It's been nice for my first commentary to partner up with Arrowsmith, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, so make sure you check out the Twitter and the website, guys. They'll be in the description below. Keep on coming back, guys, and enjoy your Call of Duty.